Guys, hello. I mean, the thing was that I wanted just to check the connection if it's fine because yesterday had some problems. Also waiting for the, for the Ethernet cable to connect it um, to the Wi-Fi router directly. Maybe have some better connection somehow and more stable because it's like jumping all the time. The speed also shows like excellent connection, then buffering for the viewers. A bit annoying, so we will see how it goes. Thank you so much for appreciating the thumbnail, means a lot. And well, to my colleague Anish Giri, of course, as you have seen the tweet, I guess. So that was very cool of him, very nice. And well, today we have the Prague against Carlsen. Unexpected, yeah, for many. Carlsen's in the finals of the World Cup, is it? I think not too much, to be honest, because let's be fair, whenever he plays and wherever he plays, he's generally the favorite. And this time is the same, right? This time it was the same. You all saw that he may win the tournament, and certainly he was on top in most of the games. He qualified for the finals. His way to the finals seemed the smoothest out of all the contenders for this World Cup title. Yeah, in the semi-finals he won against my compatriot Caruana-Abasov. And Nijat, certainly now making this outstanding performance in this tournament, reached the highest point in his career and qualified for the candidates, which means that he will play the next candidates in 2024. As far as I remember, it is in Toronto, in Canada. So he will play against Caruana, who lost yesterday to Pragnananda in the semifinals tiebreak. Very emotional one, very tricky one for Caruana, I think, because he was dominating most of the match. I think in both classical games he was better. He was better also in a rapid game, winning in a rapid game number one. And then he started to gradually slow down and play much worse chess than we were certainly expecting him to play. Yashu Sihani, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for appreciating the thumbnail once again. For the connection, I hope it will be stable, but it's jumping from time to time. That's usually doesn't happen with my connection here. I don't know what the hell is the issue, but yeah, and can we see the match for the third place? Is it there? Is there a match for the third place? Guys, can you please mention if Nijat is playing the match for the third place, or because I see only the finals here. Only the finals and Carlsen playing Pragnananda playing against Carlsen. Is there a match for the third place, and where is it? Where to find the games? Can you please mention? Yeah, I mean, but I don't see where is it. I mean, where is the I see the final game, but where are the other games? Broadcast, let's go there. FIDE World Cup open section, finals game 1. And where is the match for the third place? Jubin Desai, will we see Raja in Chess Premier League next season? What is it? Which Premier League? Guys, the connection is jumping for you, or is it fine? Is it like buffering, or is it okay? Also, guys, please, whoever is not subscribed, subscribe. Whoever didn't like the stream, please like the stream, as we get it to more people this way. Yeah, just one moment, please. It's even getting the calls here. Yep. Guys, there is a sound now, right? Yeah, I just there is a delivery of my Ethernet cable, so in case the connection will be unstable today, I will use it. So I'll just pick it up, and in 5 to 10 minutes I'll be back. Okay? Then please stay tuned. Don't go away. Subscribe meanwhile and like, and also comment. But you can comment actually later as well. And you can send your questions there already in the chat, and I'll be just back in like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I guess. And with the Ethernet cable, I will feel more comfortable, because if connection fails me at some point, like it did yesterday, I'll just connect it directly to the router, and hopefully it will be either better or just fine. Thank you. Just coming very, very soon. Okay. Back. Yeah, so I don't know how it will work, but at the moment seems much better in terms of speedtest.net, but otherwise, okay, it's hearing myself as well, watching my own stream on the phone, and yeah, so where's the video? What the hell? Okay, fine. Yes. So the chances of Prague are slim, of course, we understand it, but you never know, right? With this guy's whatever you wish can happen, and chances are not too high, but there are chances for the Indian youngster. They're not too high because of the nerves, of course, first of all, and the fact that he qualified for this match with more efforts certainly spent to win the matches against his opponents than Carlsen. Carlsen had a smooth ride up to this final, and generally some ups and downs a little bit, but not much. A bit tricky against Kukesh. What else can you remember or remind me of? Also, guys, please, if it's possible, share the I'll share the link, of course, of the stream, but I just mean share the link, please, for Caruana-Abasov, because I cannot find it on the Lichess. If you have it, please just share it in the chat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Gamer, of course, Gamer. But let's be fair. I mean, that mistake of the game that he had with Gamer in the first one was terrible. And yeah, I have to be fair and say that, yeah, admit that that was pretty close for him to be knocked out. But he did everything actually in that match more or less himself. He lost the game himself. He won through some terrible position himself. Kamer helped a lot because just missed this knight takes e4 that would end Carlsen's ride in this World Cup. And yeah, that was tricky. I agree. More than tricky. Knight takes e4 would probably just send him back to Norway. Actually, most probably through Frankfurt, which is the Kamer's Germany. It's Kamer's home country, so that would be quite ironic. But he won it. Miracle that he pulls out of different situations is just amazing, and certainly shows that he is able to do things at the limit, and he's lucky enough, he's brave enough, he's a fighter, and ex-world champion, world number one, Magnus Carlsen. But today I think the story is that he will probably try to play as black as much as he can. Any playable position he will play till the very end, because his idea is to exhaust Pragnananda, whatever the age difference. Let's be fair, Carlsen is in a very, very good physical shape, which means that he's able to withstand pressure of many hours. Today's stream also, guys, by the way, I just started earlier just to check the connection, which is an important thing to stream. Otherwise I had issues in the previous day and had to restart the stream and all that, but I think now it's fine. Also bought the Ethernet cable, and well, I mean, if somebody at home just touches the cable, I'll lose both the cable and the router, I guess, because it's up there, like around, I don't know how many, 1.5 meters height there. Just the router is there. It's connected by the Ethernet cable to the compy, and it goes through the corridor. So if somebody crosses the corridor, will be very bad for the connection, or they really have to jump through that hurdle that I've set in the corridor that helps me to stream smoothly today. Thank you so much once again for appreciating the thumbnail. Means a lot to my thumbnail master, and means a lot also, of course, the mentioning by Anish Giri, and probably now he's trying to hire someone who can make better thumbnails. Didn't discuss with him the payment, but we can discuss it if he's on for this. Actually, the board on the left side, my left side here, is the board that you see, like the camera view you have. The other one is with the board. I'm also thinking about just taking the square off board so that the pieces may move themselves, like automatically. The AI board, we know that, square off. But today, just once again, I will remind you that this board, I will move pieces there, and it will always have the live position. And the other boards that we have, like Lichess board, I will probably just move it there for the analysis. And to see the live board, you will have to, in case you wish to, just see the board that camera is pointed on, and that's it more or less. There is nothing really tricky in this stream. Stable, calm, lonely stream, because I was telling you, first technical issue that I have to avoid is the stability of the connection and stuff. The goal, more or less, until the end of the World Cup for the channel is to make it 61,000 subscribers. If that is possible, would be happy. So if you have an account on YouTube, Google, you can of course subscribe to the channel. It's a lot to me. Like the stream as well, because it goes up there in the recommended videos or something. So then we can have more viewers, more questions, and more people around the world joining. Will be fun. I will stream with Chessbase India. I think once I get this, I don't know, I just need the earphones, and my desktop audio was working pretty badly, and once I was calling the guests was a problem there. So probably we'll have to talk with some IT guy to just check it once properly and set it all. I am streaming unprofessionally, of course, on the Mac compis, but people say that it's still fine, and should be okay. It's enough for my streams. It's enough. Thank you very much, guys, to everyone for stream appreciation, and yeah, subscribe. And also, besides subscribing and liking, please write the comments either to the email that I've mentioned in the previous stream. I can actually also mention it now. If you have any suggestions or else, just message me there. It will be easier. I'll just pin it. Just a moment. It's there. Replacing the pinned message. Yeah, so in this email you can send your suggestions, questions, or whatever. Doesn't mean that I will answer everything, of course, but as I just have no time, or maybe something I do not really consider very exciting to answer to. It's not being impolite, it's just I will have no time, because I really receive a lot of messages from the fans around the world all the time, and trying to answer most of them, and especially for the young talents and everyone who wants to improve, like in a young age especially, of course. Because many of them, they don't get the enough support to really get high into the rankings, like up there, maybe have no financial possibilities to travel, to have good coaches and all that. So I try to answer this in the first priority, and otherwise yeah, all good. We're starting now, and I think the moves are coming very, very soon. Probably there is a first move made today. Please, guys, if you have the you know what, if you have the link, Lichess link, for example, for the Caruana-Abasov game. Okay, it's there, no? Is it? Let me see this one, yeah? Okay, it's there, so yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so they call everything like a finals, because it's finals game one. Normally should be Carlsen against Carlsen, but in fact it's both. Okay, very, very cool. C4. Yeah, but I expect Carlsen to play on, 300 moves if he can, if he doesn't get like some bad position or something out of the opening. I will also probably connect to the Chess24 stream to see the faces from time to time. Myself, I think we're not allowed to stream that because it's the official stream, so you have to buy rights from FIDE to broadcast it. So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining, and let's see what happens in today's game. I really expect Carlsen to play a long game today once he has any kind of playable position. He's the guy who really overpushes a lot. He's the guy who is playing all the time for a win. He can squeeze any advantage just to the, to the point where the opponent starts to be uncomfortable, even if the position is still equal or even sometimes better into opponent's favor. So let's see what happens today. c4 played, and there is no move by Carlsen. Is it correct? I'll just connect to the other stream as well, just to see the videos in case something is happening. Maybe Carlsen is shaking invisible man's hand, let's say. That's possible. So yeah, c4 played. Carlsen is thinking for 2 minutes. Yeah. Carlsen is thinking for 2 minutes, but I think that honestly means nothing. He's thinking against Indians at the first moves. Maybe it's some kind of superstition, because he wants to spend as much time as possible in the first move against Indians, and he beat this way Gukesh D. I actually don't know why you call, I mean, most of the players, or some of the players at least, they call him Gukesh D. I don't know why Gukesh D is the same like, I don't know, calling me Rajabov T or something. That's strange. Or Taimur R. Very strange. For me, he's like a Gukesh, Domaraja Gukesh, and well, that's strange. Okay, c4, e5, knight c3. Nothing new here. The c4 is certainly should be less strong than e4 or d4, because it takes just a d5 square and b5 square that is not really important. Not also opening the pieces, so it's more or less closed opening, or semi-closed, or whatever you call it. So knight f6 play. But we know that there is a huge theory in all these lines, and both players are aware of it. So knight f3. Knight c6 would be the normal way to play it, and Carlsen made some knight f6 move and left the board, or left the hole, nobody knows. Maybe just left the tournament as well. It's coming back as Fischer maybe in the next game, but I think not. He just went to the toilet, I guess, or just to take some water or something. I didn't retire, and actually just planning to come back more and more. Yep. So well, we have very good relations with Nijat. It's not a secret for anyone in the chess world, but conducted also trainings with him. Yeah, we did. And what about this? I don't know what to say. Let me just move the screen there so that you see who plays as white. I'm sure a lot of Indians there, so you know who's playing white. But anyway, let me just adjust it. And a little bit more. Yes. So nothing much to say honestly here. It's just a very known position. Knight c6, let's say, e4 possible, g3 possible, many ways. Yeah. Carlsen is not back. I feel like he left somewhere. I don't know where exactly. Toilet, I guess. I have no other guesses, honestly. Toilet time for the ex-world champion now. Maybe water time, just to take some water and be back. Maybe calm down. Maybe he's emotional. Very emotional, actually, he can be because it's the World Cup's final. I think first time that he reached the World Cup's final, is it? Guys in the chat, can you please mention if it's the first time? I think it's first time. I was knocked out by Santos Latosa, the Spanish player. Quite strong one, actually a good rapid and blitz player. But I had my chance in the first white game. Then I had a pretty smooth Petrov game, Joe. And then played super badly, focusing badly on the game. And during the game just committing unbelievable mistake. And that would cost you to just end the World Cup that way. Turan is asking if I forgot Azerbaijani. No, I did not. I don't see why it would be mentioned in the chat. Anyways, thanks for the question, Turan. By the way, very creative nickname. Vishal, does coming late to chess game change your opponent's emotions before the game? Is this why he does these things? I don't think so, but I mean, just Kasparov did it. He was arriving like 5 minutes late to every game almost. And he was mentioning that he doesn't like these cameras, photos of him made and the pressure. He just likes to come and start a game and play the game immediately. Yeah, that was the way he approached most of his games, the tournaments and stuff. Prague's new generation, yeah, he's extra motivated. He plays for many of them, Carlsen is still world champion. Whatever happened in the FIDE World Championship, without Carlsen, they don't consider the new champion the champion. Officially, yes, but otherwise they think that he's the champion. It's like Kasparov when he lost a match to Kramnik. I mean, he technically was not the world champion, but still everybody saw that there should be a revenge and everything, and Kasparov should be back, and he's the world champion, the real one, and world number one, and all that. But it's sports. The official championship, you lose it, and you are not the champion anymore. In case of Carlsen, the problem is that he didn't play the championship. Otherwise, if he would lose, it would be another story. In Kasparov's case, he lost the championship, so Kramnik was the world champion by this different version compared to FIDE's. And then they, I think then they combined all the system into one, and we got a one world champion, and now there are no different versions, just one FIDE's version, and like no commercial versions of these matches and so on. If you remember, Kasparov and Kramnik, if I remember correctly, also they played the commercial version of the match, so it was different. Yep. So. Knight c6 and g3. Yeah, that's what you would expect. Yeah, generally, he just played knight c6 and g3. I think it was played. g3 is on the live board, and this is the position that we have on the board in their game. Carlsen over the board thinking, because that doesn't mean that he doesn't know. Of course he knows it. I've played this with black against Dingligen in the World Cup 2019 finals. And after d5, c takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop g2, I've played the line with bishop c5. I succeeded quite much here and got a good position out of the opening. It was knight d5 line, and then knight c3, this one. I got the draw, I think bishop c6, some b takes, queen d5, bishop g4, take f3, whatever. h3, bishop g2 takes f3, whatever. Yeah, it was just a smooth draw, and then we went on to play the rapid portion of the match. Okay, let's see what happens in this one. Yeah, just bishop g2 played. Bishop g2 played, and now Carlsen will think about bishop c5, I think. Knight f6, h6, bishop d6, all these lines are possible now, quite trendy. I think Mamedyarov used to play Shahryar, and Swidler did it. But yeah, okay, Carlsen goes for it also. Knight f6, h6, it's very trendy. I'm sure that Pragnananda had some look at this, because many players go for this line nowadays. For sure, Pragg knows this stuff. Doesn't mean he knows exactly the way to get some great position or something, but he knows how to approach these positions. Probably he knows some theory, probably studied it. Yeah. So will Pragg be aiming, another John is asking, will Pragg be aiming to take it to the rapid because he has a more favorable record than in classical against Carlsen? Not sure, because first of all, how to take it precisely to the rapids? You have to play the classical portion, right? You have to take the classical portion seriously. You may lose also in the classical portion, because Carlsen will also be playing white. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you can succeed so easily. And Carlsen is a pusher, yeah? He pushes a lot. Sagnik Sarkar says, Raja, how can you also qualify for the candidates? This year, I think, I mean, the next candidates I'm not playing in any case, so no way to qualify there. I like such type of board you have. Yeah, the school board. Knight f6. Very strange that Pragg is thinking. Means that probably this caught him somehow off guard. But this is a very trendy line. That's kind of strange. So, strange. Sachin Kulkarni, do we have any guests lined up for today? No, Sachin. I will not have any guests, because I should really make it good with the technical issues and stuff, and just need the earphones, I think, and something else just to check it with the guests coming and the way that the desktop audio works. Yeah, and Iceberg 90 plus 5 VAR decision, Raja goes to candidates. No way. Drew Car, yeah, technical issues. Yeah, that's true. Will you guys help me judge for candidates preparation? Can he stay in the top form now and play on elite level? I'm not sure that this was discussed. We didn't talk about it. Try to get Anish Raja. I will try at some point maybe to ask Anish if he has time. He's a busy man, yeah. He's not so easy. Yeah? Anish is not like I called him and he says yes, Raja, I'm coming in a minute. It's not like this. He's a busy man. He has 2 kids, family. He works hard on his chess. He works on the courses. He works 24 hours on the chess game. Maybe 8 hours he sleeps. 16 he works. His thoughts are all about the game. This is the real professional and fanatic chess player that looks at chess more than anyone else, I think, in the world. Yeah, he makes courses. B4 was played, is it? I see the sign there. Wowzy, B4. Pragnananda goes before. Just to play b5 next move and take only 5. Easy chess, I call it. Easy way. Peter Leko and Daniel Naroditsky are commenting the game on Chess 24 stream, and they have now 59,000 concurrent viewers. I think it's kind of more than in the World Championship match from time to time, is it? I think so. And I think they are both great commentators, and they do a great job. Dania was doing a lot on the chess.com, and of course I followed a lot during the Women's World Championship match, where I was the coach of late India. And well, I mean, I was of course following all of the comments, and I think Danis were very funny and nice. Also, of course, all the other commentators have to mention. Polgar was there at some point. Kostenyuk was doing great. Huska, Ivanka. Yeah, all these guys are amazing. Seriously, just popularizing our game a lot. Raja, what's the best book to learn the English opening theory of someone for someone online rated around 19? Wow, I have no idea honestly. I've never read any books on the English as far as I remember. Maybe studying. Yeah, it's not, I see what you mean. Yeah, you want the comments there, you want the explanations, you want the subtleties, all the subtleties to get them. Theory, latest one. Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, not easy, not easy. On the English, I don't really know what to suggest there. Just thinking about it. There was this guy Hikoles in Grandmaster. He played some crazy games with all this knight of TG3, B3, C4s, and all that stuff. Maybe interesting to study. And of course, all the top players who play C4 from time to time. But of course, let's be fair. I mean, knight f3, e4, and d4 was used much more. No, I'm not playing in the FIDE Grand Swiss in Isle of Man. I have declined the invitation there. And someone young and talented, probably instead of me, is playing there. Normal. Leopold is asking, do you think there are cheaters in big chess tournaments? I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking more about just diminishing all these chances to have cheaters there. So you just don't think about it. You just don't even need to think about it because there is almost none of a chance to do so, and that's it. This is the most important thing to do instead of being paranoical about every single player. You just have to completely diminish the chance of everyone should be checked, the spectators, the players, the signals that go into the whole, I don't know, everything. Yeah, so this is the most important. Maybe the transmission delay depends. Yeah, so measures should be taken, of course, always. Dry tube, among the young prodigies who will dominate the future, one player, hard to say. Of course, many see it in Gukesh's talent. They think that he can really succeed and be the best, but you never know. Pragg is making also a lot of efforts nowadays. Take it just 1 year ago, you would only say Firuja. Now, after 1 year already, you say Gukesh. Then Pragg comes into the finals of the World Cup. It's Pragg. And you have many young players that can just strike like this as well, yeah? In 1 or 2 years, just can be up there and play amazing chess, so. Why are you not so active like Hikaru? You mean in the streaming? Or in the official tournaments? Because Hikaru didn't play for 2 years, I think. Another genre, you deny that you are young or that you are talented. I'm not young anymore for sure, but talented I was since my childhood, I guess, and well, proved a lot of things to the chess world, and yeah, I think fulfilled most of my goals in chess, winning the second title after the world champion, the World Cup, and being world number 3 in live and world number 4 in official, getting to 27, 99 and 6, which is technically 28, and yeah, so I think I did a lot of things, played all of the super tournaments that were there, that are there, and qualified for the Amber tournaments most of the time, won the Rapid World Cup in Odessa in Ukraine in 2000 something, 04, 5, something like this, I guess, and maybe 7, whatever. And European Club Cups, 3 times team championships with Team Azerbaijan. Yeah, won Kasparov at 15 years old. Played Russia versus rest of the world match where the world team won. So a lot of things, yeah. I mean, just won super tournaments and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy about my career. Didn't succeed to become the world champion, but I do my best anyway to qualify for all the tournaments. Only thing is that now I feel that I need to fully come back into my physical shape and fight for the big goals. Yes, I still have aspiration of being world champion. I dream about it. I worked with Abasov. I will not tell you if it was for this tournament or for some other, but generally we worked together. We worked together, and yeah. But he also works with different players around the world and strong theoreticians and everyone else. So yeah. Yeah, guys. So from Chess24 stream, send people here to like the stream, to subscribe to the channel. And let's be fair, the connection is much more stable with the cable. I think it just keeps on being on 3000 KB, yeah, per second. So nobody did. Okay, I don't know what is the question there. It's not the question. Raj, I'm interested in how you sing. Do you compete with your old self or do you compete with others? No, compete with others. I don't really do anything to compete with my older self for sure. 94, Queen A4. It's a bit strange that Carlsen is taking the salt here. Quite known position. Nothing known for him. He just comes back to his own self, calming down himself, I think. Just sitting, and knight f3, he knows he can play. Take a6 somewhere. Just a slight, really slight edge maybe for white, but nothing special. Around equal still, and with good efforts to defend it, I think it's not a problem. Vusalzinov is asking if I live in Moscow already. I was living for between two cities many times, and no, I cannot fully say so, but I'm just moving around all the time. I spent also a lot of time in Europe and moving all the time, also the tournaments and all that, coming back to Baku, coming back to Moscow. Depends. I cannot really say that. Some places, precisely the place where I just spent all of my time or most of my time, around the year. A bit more, maybe Moscow now, but otherwise it's just living between the two cities. Earth Jeff, will we see you in any tournaments this year? Yes, I will play the Kolkata hopefully soon in September. Then I will have some break until November. In November, hopefully play for the national team of Azerbaijan in Montenegro. European Team Championship. Then most probably the Rapid and Blitz tournament in Moscow, I guess in December. And then most probably the World Rapid and Blitz Championship. I don't like the dates. I was telling the FIDE and all the other guys who are involved in this process of taking decisions on the tournament venues and the dates. This is a terrible decision to make it between 25th and 31st of December. First of all, many players miss it. Many players have their family holidays and all that stuff, and then also sometimes hard to come back before the New Year's Eve and whatever. So complicated. And Andrew John says you are not looking physically unfit. You're not looking. Yeah, I'm getting better now. Getting better, but at some point I really had serious problems, serious issues. The Night Flash, what do you think about Azerbaijan's young chess players? Any chance of new world stars? I hope so. I hope so very much. I don't see precisely anyone nowadays who is really able to compete on the highest level in the world in top chess. From the young talents, we're talking about 18, 16, I don't know, 16, 18, 20 years old, 22, whatever. Yeah, so at the moment it's a problem. Dry tube is chess as a career, a sustainable living. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's certainly when you are on the high level, of course. If you are in top 10, for sure. But if you're in top 20, 30, I think it's fine. And otherwise, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. But still, it's good, yeah, because you can be coaching, you can do things, you can maybe make the academy, maybe chess school, and courses, a lot of stuff. Now, chess.com is coming on stage fully, and they're taking this this chess space and around, and well, making a lot of great stuff. This chess 24 chessable also is part of the chess.com, I think, company. So they're doing a huge job so that everybody can play online tournaments, they can gain, they can do courses, they can teach online, not perfectly organized platforms. So they do a lot, and ChessBase did a lot for many years. ChessBase is doing a lot for popularizing the game and attracting viewers and viewership around the world. So a lot of guys doing good things, and now of course players who were unable to gain with chess to make it as a main profession for living, then now they're having it as a profession for living, and it's fine. Aydin or Mohammed, do you think they can make it? Yeah, I mean every player, the young player in Azerbaijan nowadays that you're mentioning also, of course they're able to make it to 2,700. Needs consistent work, a lot of efforts, giving up a lot of interests, and just being fully in the game. Punisher 7, not just this competition, but do you think there is anyone who can maintain consistency like Magnus in future? Mm, probably, probably, probably. Magnus gave his life, sacrificed his life for the game. I think until now he's what, 32, 33. He's fully in the game, fully for so many years already, and he spent his entire life more or less in the chess game. Studying, analyzing, working, living in a bubble for the matches, that he called it the bubble, and working with a lot of coaches, sharing ideas, playing with youngsters, training with youngsters, being amazing, chess proponent, and the one of the biggest fans of the game. So he gave it all to the game, and game gave a lot back to this player. An amazing player, of course, and a big champion for our game, an important one for the history of chess. So yeah, there is Gotham Chess as well, who surprisingly gets millions of. I don't know why surprisingly. I think he's a funny guy and very professional. Works a lot on his videos, does a lot of good recaps. So yeah, funny. Wolfpack stream, Ritik Sani. I don't know. I have no idea. Didn't check with the guys. They were busy, both with their chess, with courses, traveling, training sessions, visit with meditations as well. And yeah. Let me see what's going on. Knight takes f3 taken by Carlsen. I see it. The camera, of course, bishop takes f3 by Praggnanandhaa will be played. Yeah, bishop f3 very fast. Praggnanandhaa, I think he's a young guy, so he's not far from the board. He will come and play the move now. I think he's not far there. Okay, Maxi, where they can go? It's not many tables, nothing to look at, and probably the only way is to go to the toilet or take some water or tea. And even there, when you take water or tea, you have the screen, so. Yeah, of course he's back, and of course he plays bishop takes f3. You cannot spoil the structure this way. stupidly never will do, especially that this is also confronted by the e5 pawn, so you cannot play f4 there. So bishop takes f3, normal. Just one moment, guys. Let me check if you have subscribed or if it's all fake. Ah, okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. We have like, it was 60,347 viewers or something. 47 subscribers, and now it's 60K 409. Okay, the goal is 61,000 until the World Cup ends. I think quite a possibility, right, to get it there. So guys, whoever didn't subscribe, for your karma, you have to go there and subscribe. You will probably have a good 2023's end of the year, and maybe even 2024 will be fine for you. And if you create 50,000 accounts and subscribe with all of them to the Teimur Rajabov channel, even more so. So ask your communities, post the info about the channel, share the link, and let's watch the games. I'm joking, of course. Not about subscriptions. Subscriptions you do, but about the way you should approach attracting other people. Sharing the link would be fine, actually. But yeah, don't go around for your, I don't know, for family dinner and then say to 2,000 people that are there over the table that they have to subscribe to my channel. They will hate me. They will hate me. So yeah, I did Jackson. Yeah, I will do some casual streams, I think. I'll do some casual streams. Real Madrid is my favorite football club. So bishop takes f3, castle short. Just normal positional decision by Carlsen. Just wants to castle and then play a6 maybe somewhere, because this pawn on b5, this guy is annoying. Yeah, it's controlling c6, controlling a6. a6 is not so important. c6 is important because we have this backward pawn there on c7, and the potentially castle short, then maybe d3, bishop e3 or g5, and then rook f to c1, let's say, and pressurizing the c7 pawn is something that white is opting for. So black will think about like castle, maybe a6, which is supported by the engine, and just a normal viable option. But let's be fair, of course, white has to do it. Maybe there is nothing special else to do instead of this. Kafka, do you watch cricket? No, I don't. But people convince me that it's amazing, and it's also very strategical. A lot of subtleties there, crazy stuff. I can imagine if all this, all India, I mean, we're watching this, and many other countries, of course. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you stream. Thank you, Gandharv. Thank you very much. Leopold says, why don't you ever play on Tile 2? I will. I'll find time and play, because I mean, it was actually very late, also some many hours, and then a few times I had very unstable connection, so I was very upset about it, and I lost some games on time. I couldn't even do the move. Once I pushed it, I was disconnected and all that stuff. I was very upset about it. Yeah. What about Nijat-Abasov? You mean the game? Why we're not watching the game? We can actually go there. Thank you for mentioning. Let's see what's going on there. Fabiano. Fabiano is black, Nijat is white. So let's see, castle short. It's the Catalan, classical Catalan was bishop e7, d takes c4, queen c2, a6, a4, bishop d7, queen c4, 6 bishop g5, knight c3, h6 bishop f4, bishop d6, queen d3. This is all theoretical. I don't think they spent 35 minutes for Nijat here. Bishop f4, gf, a5, king h1, bishop takes, c6, rook g1, king h8, e4. I think black already a bit mixed up the move order. In this line, the idea is to put the rook on g3 and rook on g1 and attack on the g line. Yeah, guys, 404 likes. It's like an error, yeah? 404. No, but I mean like 400 likes. Yeah. You were calling for 1,000 likes, but okay. Let's do 61,000 subscribers until the World Cup ends, maybe. Or just after the World Cup is also fine. So guys, whoever didn't subscribe, let's subscribe. Yeah, this looks a bit better for white. I see the clear plan of rook g3 and rook g1 coming, and pretty easy play for white, and a lot of time difference advantage and everything. So yeah, let's see what Carlsen is doing. Fuad Asad is asking, have you ever visited Nakhchivan? Yeah, of course I did. It's many years ago, but I did. Yep. Okay, what about this position? Knight takes f3, bishop takes f3, castle short. Praggnanandhaa will probably play castle short here. I think it's the most normal move. I don't think he should really waste a lot of time here. It's too much wasting of time here, I think. Anantrajan, are there any other games you play competitively besides chess? Well, I'm very competitive in whatever I do usually. This is kind of professional habit or whatever you call it. And of course I do my best to win whatever sport I play or whatever game I play. But sometimes, of course, I see that, I mean, it's not really helping much and I really can't do much. But still, I'm trying my best and I'm quite stubborn. I try to focus and do it till the very end whenever I have the slightest chance to win. Iceberg, Roger, will you ever have a fan subscriber meeting? Somehow fans can meet you. Yeah, I wish to do so. And we'll check out for the location also. We'll see. We'll be happy to do so. Inflation of the ratings, have no idea, honestly. I didn't check too much. And what is the question? The rate player to have a good tournament, win a couple of lessons and not be accused of cheating. So once again, do you believe in chess ratings inflation? Is it really so impossible for it was 2,630 plus rated player to have a good tournament, win a couple of 2,700 plus players and not be accused of cheating? Have no idea, man. It's like very complicated question in general, and don't want to really dig into this subject much. I think the cheating and anti-cheating measures are part of FIDE's job, and they should do it on the highest level. At the moment, I think that they can do in general much more, of course, but I don't believe in this cheating on the highest level. I feel they do still a lot, and it's also very dangerous for many to cheat, and they can be caught and lose their career immediately. So yeah, I think it's very tricky for the cheaters nowadays already, but I think they're improving year after year, so it'll be kind of very stable very soon. In any case, always better, always possible to do it better in terms of catching the cheaters, but I think they do some decent job, and even though they didn't catch anyone like super recently, I think they catch some in any case, and some are accused of, and they do some job. Yeah, they're looking after it, and they're quite serious about it, and I think they're improving slightly year after year, but still, of course, it's not enough at the moment to say that when you play a tournament you feel completely safe, unfortunately, and this is a very, very bad thing for chess, of course. Yes, I hope I answered your question. Good evening from Philippines. Hi, Maxel Villegas. Hello to Philippines. What sports do you play? Table tennis. Usually I used to play tennis, but I had the problem an injury of my knee, and yeah, afterwards I cannot really play tennis much, and torn my meniscus and all that stuff, and yeah, complicated. Yeah, so Roger, will you play in Global Chess League next year? Really want you, Anish, Kamer, Ding, and team. Please reply. Amir, Nintendo, I don't know if I'm invited. Yeah, it depends. If I'm invited to such tournaments, I usually accept the invitations. So I'm happy to play there. I'm happy to see Indian fans. I'm happy to see the fans around the world. I love when the tournament is organized professionally. When I mean, the players are greeted like superstars. The production is great, and like a lot of people, professionals, they put efforts in it. This I like, so I accept, and I love it actually. So of course, if I'm invited in the next Global Chess League, I will accept. But of course, I will also have to prepare much more, and I hope to be in a much better shape than I was in this one. All my thoughts, honestly, I couldn't say it before, but already now it's clear that all my thoughts were on the match, and I didn't even think about myself and playing my own game. Honestly, just didn't care at all. I was just thinking about Lei Tinjie. I don't know how exactly to say it in English, but Tinjie, I think it's in Chinese. And about her match against Juven June, about our match against Juven June, and that was the most important thing I had to think about, and my thoughts were there. And partly already, of course, playing the tournaments, I was just playing. I mean, my mind was there on the match, and it doesn't mean that I would score +10 if I would think about my tournament. It just means that I didn't care, and I didn't care too much. I couldn't care too much. It was hard to care too much, and still, even losing the game, I was saying, okay. I mean, it was bad for the team. I didn't like it because, like, when your team is playing there, okay, I played not badly. I had a lot of winning positions. I didn't score. Nepo had also the same score as me. I think -2 we scored there, and yeah, of course we were unhappy, but not unhappy for myself. You see what I mean? Usually I'm unhappy for myself, but there I was unhappy for the team only, and myself I didn't feel too many emotions. I just felt badly about losing the games for the team, let's say, and that was unpleasant. But otherwise, I didn't have any emotions about my play there because I knew that my thoughts are in a different place simply. Team spirit, I think, matters a lot in a tournament like a Global Chess League, but also the shape of the players. It can be a great team spirit, but the team may lose, simply. As simple as that. So it doesn't mean anything. Collab with CBI. I will do my best to do so. Sagar, I am in constant contact almost every day, so yeah. Something we will come up with. Amrit, and do you think your team with Anish, Dean, Kamer can be the team of Magnus, Pragg, and Arjun? Any team of the top players, mixed up with the talents, mixed up with some top ladies of the FIDE list, of course can beat anyone else. Of course. It's these are the even matches, maybe slightly in favor of someone, but on the top, yeah, good chances, of course, for any top team to beat any other top team. Big chance. Of course, if you take only 2,600 players and they play against a much stronger team, then chances are slim, but otherwise it's not. Harshidabad, well, it's like a lot of places in Azerbaijan you can visit. Baku, you can visit, of course, a lot. Gobustan, you can visit. Many other cities. Nakhchivan region, Karabakh region, you can visit, and the city of Ganja, Shamkir, like, so many, and a lot of things to see, and very nice people, very polite, very cheerful, like enjoying life, and also Gabala, maybe I would mention, of course, Zakatala region, like with mountains and all these beautiful resorts are there, hotels are there, cool ones. So a lot of places, and yeah, so Azerbaijan is a great country, and like very hospitable, and very happy to see the friends, tourists, and everyone else that is coming to the country visiting it. And I think that now the tourism is developed quite well. We have good connections to the most of the airports around the world, and yeah, so it's getting much better. I think our connection to the rest of the world is cool now. GC, is it correct that I'm pronouncing? GC. Just an appreciation super chat. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Always appreciating the super chats. It's not that I am asking for it, of course, but it's just always pleasant when somebody wants to send the super chat with the message. But as you can see, GC is there's completely no need to do so. I am anyway trying to answer most of the questions that are there. But thank you so much in any case, and yeah, I hope to be fully back into the streaming mode. Thank you. Do you think GCL type tournaments, maybe with smaller scale and prizes, should be held in Baku, more local, some guest play? Yeah. I think Baku, Azerbaijan would be a great host. It's a great host for the Formula One, for many events, Eurovision contests, World Championships in different sports, all the important events on the calendar of the international sport. So Baku deserves it, of course, more than many other cities, I'm sure, and I hope there are negotiations on this. Tall, try tube, how tall I am? 183 centimeters tall. Chinmay, do you think Pragg will be very tired comparing he played so many games against? Yeah. Pragg is tired. He's young, but he's tired, of course, because it's not only the tiredness of the physics, it's like also emotional tiredness, the tiredness of your mind, sometimes more than even physical, like body, I don't know, aches or whatever. It's just sometimes even more the fact that you are just tired emotionally, mentally, hard for you, demanding. Every day playing all this, many hours preparation, many hours of play, many hours of considerations, focus that you have to keep on the highest alert all the time, seeing all the threats by the opponent, ideas, openings, tricks, move orders. Really crazy. And World Cup is a crazy tournament. At the end, you are usually dying. Aras Valishev, have you watched the Eurovision Song Contest? No. I'm not too much into this, but of course when Azerbaijan was holding it, yeah, but otherwise not much. I did work in my chess career with Caruana-Abasov, but specifically I don't think it's right to say anything about it precisely for this World Cup or something, and it's up to him to say whatever he considers right to, because he's the one who's taken interviews there, and let him talk in general. I don't really think I have to say a lot. I think that for the rest days, maybe they could have given some rest day before the final. That's normal. Himanshu, Pragg is great form in Rapid since Global Chess League. Thinks maybe 50-50 in Rapid. In Blitz, Magnus is God. Well, it depends. It's 2 games. Yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I was clear underdog against Dink in the Rapids in the tie breaks, and I won the match. So it doesn't mean anything at all. I think that here it's like 2 games. Many favorites just left the tournament without any success. So because 2 games, just 1 mistake, and you're out. Guys, I think let's do some break, and nothing exciting is really happening in the game of Magnus against Pragg. So now it's about positional stuff. So he played d3 here, and I'm sure Magnus will be out of some problems maybe that he has at the moment soon, and we'll exchange the pawn on b5, maybe play c6 somewhere, queen to e7, bishop to h3 or f5 or e6, and we'll get out of this like kind of maybe slightly unpleasant pull on the b line and on the queen's flank. He's a clear specialist in knowing how to escape unpleasant situations, and positional understanding is good. Also the dream is quite close. He can win the match and then become the World Cup winner. I think he's eager to do so. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do some break. Meanwhile, please subscribe to the channel and share the link of the stream. And I think that I will come back in about 10 to 15 minutes, and if something exciting happens, of course we'll come earlier, because I'm anyway wherever I am, I'm following the tournament, and especially the final, of course, of today. So guys, see you very soon. I think in maybe 10 to 15 minutes I'll be back. If something exciting, yeah, we'll be earlier. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and see you very, very soon. Let's have a little break. So back with the sound. I mean, expected this, of course. Bishop a3. I mean, there's nothing to be expecting here too much. I mean, castle was played. h6. Sorry, I just didn't move the castle before. So castle h6 and bishop a3. So here it was, this position. Castle short, h6, and bishop a3. Well, black doesn't have any weaknesses, so there's not much to be worried about for Carlsen's position here, for Carlsen's fans. Clearly stable, very normal, very solid. Bishop can move to h3 at any moment, b5, maybe hanging and stuff. Just has to calculate some lines here. Nothing too bad. Well, the thing is that, I mean, you know, this structure just allows white to play rook fc1, rook b1 and all that stuff. And pretty soon black will be tied up to some defense there on the queen's flank. Like c7, a6 will be hanging, b7 is under pressure. So he has to calculate now maybe Carlsen bishop h3 move, which is actually, I think it's this first suggestion of the engine. Magnus has 57 minutes and 56 something, and 105 for Praggnanandhaa. I don't see chances for Praggnanandhaa to win this game. I think it will be just fine for ex-world champion. The Wolfpack, yeah, we should stream at some point. We'll talk to the guys maybe at some point and ask them if they're able to do some stream together. Could be fun. Yeah. So let's see what's going on here. Bishop a3. Let's see some game of Abasov against Caruana. Also, yeah, just pressure by Nijat here, I think. Immediate pressure out of the opening. Just smooth play by Abasov. And yeah, he's pressuring the opponent. Just a moment, guys. Let me answer some phone call. We'll be back soon. Yeah, so yeah, just pressure out of the opening immediately by Nijat. 1 hour 12 minutes against 56 minutes of Caruana. And one more great game by Nijat, and he's becoming a top player in our eyes, and certainly this is annoying for Caruana, because getting such position out of the opening and just pressure, G-line, knight f4 coming to d6, f5 and all this, yeah, is a huge problem. Let's see how he manages to solve it, or doesn't manage to solve it. So back to the finals. Yeah, bishop a3. I think Carlsen is calculating bishop h3 here. I don't see why would he take so much time, especially that he has some options to play for here. And yeah, I think he's calculating bishop h3. Let me see the video on chess24. Wow, it's amazing. 72,000 people watching the stream on chess24. It's amazing, right? Magnus is thinking. Let me zoom in. I think he wants to play bishop h3. He's making these faces, touching his face all the time, and making like if he's like sleepy or else. But in fact, he's calculating. This is the way. Yeah, so I think he's calculating bishop h3. This is the kind of move you want to make if you take time. Let me read the chat. India against Azerbaijan, star chess match is needed. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, some players are of course like a bit past their top. They really do not convert huge advantages. Hila Marina Jose, will you be meeting us in Kolkata? Yeah, hopefully. Blunder Monkey, great thumbnail. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I'll share the information actually about the stream. And also, guys, don't forget, whoever didn't subscribe, to subscribe to the channel. This is important because we have to make 61k until the World Cup finishes. We don't have pretty big chances, but we have some slight chances. Slight chances to go over 61k or maybe 61k. We have to make 550 something viewers. Yeah, not easy, let's be fair. I'm not sure actually if I will be streaming tomorrow, but we'll do my best. But probably I will not be able because I have a lot of things throughout the day. But we will see anyway. So 60,441 subscriber on the channel. Leopold, why didn't you participate in that chess Olympiad 2022? I had health issues, like serious health issues. I couldn't. Himanshu Raja got message on Insta. They say that they 4x my money in an hour by trading on Bit. No, I don't think so. Blunder Monk, excited to see you in India this month. Yes, hopefully. Kafka, what about Gukesh becoming Indian #1 to dethrone Vichy after 37 years? Nothing. If Vichy is 50 something, I think he doesn't care much. But Vichy had great career. I don't think he's really thinking about it at all. Ishanja, how far from the playing hall do you live? I'm not in Baku now, so. Magnus, on the verge of playing bishop h3, is he? Arthur, are you the richest chess player currently? I don't know why these rumors came up somewhere. Some strange stuff. I can't even imagine why this was brought up. European Club Cup, Zaur, I'm not playing. Nijat's World Cup performance, yeah, outstanding. Amazing. Yeah, just outstanding performance. And he keeps on playing on a very high level, like showing the class of 2750, 27 something, huge. So this is really amazing. Akshay, hey Raja, where were you all these days? Well, I had a lot of things to do. I played the Dubai tournament, and I worked for the match, a Women's World Championship match, and all that. Yeah, it just ended at the end of July. Then I had some small break, 7 to 10 days, and now back, and yeah, working hard again and again and again. Guys, let's do 500 likes. Easy to do so. It's just 500 likes is fine. And also the subscriptions. 60,500 maybe would be great for today. Then we need 500 more to go. And we of course need some raid, yeah? Raid from some other channels. Oh, maybe from Chess24 channel now. They have 72,000 viewers. Would be nice. So share the link, and in any case, try to ask for your friends who doesn't have the account to make the account and subscribe. And likes are also making it easier to get into the kind of trends or something, recommended videos or anything. So it's cool. Thank you very much, guys. Very fast with to 500 likes. Super fast, simply. Anish tweeted second seed of imaginary Chennai Junior Championship is in the World Cup final. Yeah, but great, Pragg. Yeah, I mean, he did a great job here. And now playing this finals against Magnus Carlsen is a dream final for him and for the Indian chess fans, and especially for his fans, of course. This kind of important story that he made, history that he made with this performance. Leopold says, is there a stream on Twitch? No, I didn't do any stream on Twitch yet. Which format do you like the most? Classical, rapid, blitz? Well, blitz maybe is fun, more fun, but of course I also appreciate very much the classical chess. And I'm seriously waiting now for Carlsen to play bishop h3. I think he spent way too much time to play something else, more positional. I think he wants bishop h3. This is the move that is asking to be played. Thank you so much for appreciating the thumbnail. Very cool. I also like it very much. I actually love it. And I saw the tweet from Anish. I think it says that can you find a better thumbnail? My stream abilities and technical abilities especially should be improved. I will. Already improved on the connection, so we'll improve on the sound. Also need a haircut. We'll do tomorrow. So we'll be the proper YouTube superstar streamer. AK Nakamura. Okay, after bishop a3, what else he's thinking about? Maybe nice knight h7, something, whatever, but it looks strange. Of course, if bishop h3 works, it works, and that's it. Yeah, it's fine. So why wouldn't you go there? You would go there. And if you don't want to go there, you have to consider some other moves. Let's see what kind of moves can we really expect. Bishop h3, okay. What about, I don't know, some knight h7 possible. Then bishop g2. Not the end of the world for black. They can go knight g5, knight h6 and all that. Yeah. Yeah, nothing to do here actually. Bishop h3, I think he'll go. Let's see. 44 minutes, yeah, maybe feeling uncomfortable a bit. I don't see how he wins this game, Praggnanandhaa, but because I don't see how Carlsen can lose it. How can he really create the weaknesses that can be deadly at the end of the day? That's the same, because he's a very classy positional player, so I don't think he will do so. He will not suicide here, and he will not commit suicide here, and his chances to win this tournament is quite high now, big chances, and he succeeded to get into this round so far. The thing with Carlsen is that he's not going to give it away himself. This is his best ability. Best ability of Carlsen as a top player is that he will not just give you 3 points. This is important. He will do something. But no 3 points. No 3 points. Rook b8, yeah. Okay, possible move. Not the best, because the rook is going passive a bit. Now bishop takes d6 and rook fb1 and just applying pressure on the b line, which is very logical and not too original. Should be from Praggnanandhaa's point of view also. He will not spend too much time here. I think rook f1 or bishop takes d6 looks very, very natural, so he will probably play it. Wow, I had a lot of regrets in different matches. I don't remember exactly precisely the one that was really driving me so much crazy. Maybe the match against Kramnik in Kazan, where I was actually winning the match and it was already draw, and then draw in the game, and I was winning the match with that draw because I won the previous game, and the clock stopped, and that was really frustrating. In a few days or weeks, I was still haunted by the dreams of this match against Kramnik. That was unpleasant. And then of course the candidates 2013 was terrible, but already 10 years past it, and I don't care honestly anymore at all. Yeah, Kimancho, I played the World Cup. I played the World Cup. I think you had to follow. I think you had to follow. Yeah, rook b8. The idea is just to get rid of this b5 pawn. But let's see what happens with the normal moves for white. Let's say bishop takes d6, c takes, for example, rook fb1, ab, queen b5, bishop d7, queen b6. Maybe this. It's Carlsen style. To just neutralize completely the pressure. Yep. Receiving a lot of messages during the stream somehow also, and it's not all about the streams of course, but still I like to answer whenever I get messaged. I hate when somebody's not answering the messages or reads the message and then just keeps it like that, and usually I don't do this, but of course if somebody has some urgent stuff to do, this is understandable, but generally I'm almost always answering the messages very fast. Yeah, that's my habit from many years. Well, it's hard to say how much maximum time players should spend for a move. Can be really anything, depends on the complexity of the position. It can be really complex, it can be really tricky, and then you really have to spend more time. That's important, but it can also be suicidal to spend a lot of time for each move one after the other, because sometimes you want to spend time and make the best move. You do some 2-3 best moves and then you start to really drop in your level extremely badly, and those two moves that vanished your time or time advantage, for example, then just becomes completely irrelevant and bad for you, and you cannot really manage to do anything else afterwards. Just one moment guys, we'll pick up the phone and be back in a minute. Yeah guys, delivery as usual, so coming in I think in 5 minutes we'll be back simply, and we'll be watching. I think the action will start to unfold at some point and just become more interesting. For now, certainly for many, including me, even as a professional, it's still slightly boring because the position is not too exciting, and the both players are good in technique and yeah, doing some stuff like, just developing the pieces more or less and deciding with the structure. Would be better if they would be playing some rapid blitz game here, and it would be more fun and fast. You, meanwhile, I'm meeting the delivery guy. Please subscribe, press likes, notification bell, and I'll be back just in 5-10 minutes, and we will watch the game further. Thank you so much. Coming very soon. Yeah. Sorry guys, couldn't make the delivery guy wait for a long time. I don't like it actually. When they wait for me, so it's fine. Yeah, no, it's showing now. He's back. He's back. Guys, okay, bring some guys from the Chess24 stream here, and let's see the game. Let's see, maybe something more exciting is happening in the other game also. Knight h7, some big advantage to white. To Nijat, sinking now for some time. Knight e4, knight b6. 5 is there, many moves, so he's getting big advantage generally. So back to this one, the finale. Yep. Yeah, he has to maybe take on d6 or play some rook b1, something like that. Not so easy to gain an advantage there against the world champion, ex-world champion, and the world number 1 I meant. So generally he's better, but the thing is just being marginally better is nothing much, and Carlsen is good at the defensive, of course. So it's not easy to convert this at all into something, squeeze it into something like really tangible and. Oh, Pragg has fair chances to win the World Cup, of course. He's in the finals. I mean, he's playing 2 games against Carlsen. Of course he has a chance. Guys, I will not join any streams, will not call the guests right now. I first need to get rid of any technical issues, then to be calm while calling friends and checking the sound and, having it all like... window capture, most important for me is window capture is fine for the Zoom, but the desktop audio should come from the guest. So, which, as far as I understand, if there are any IT guys there in a chat who at least understands well all this IT and technical stuff, so probably I need the earphones for that, so that guest audio, desktop sound will come into the stream. Is it correct? Pratmesh, yeah, Pragg will be exhausted, and he is exhausted, especially mentally, I think, more, because a lot of nerves and pressure. Carlsen, on the contrary, is fresh, even though older, but still. But not only the echo is a problem. The problem is mostly for me, it was the audio desktop sound was not coming. So let's say the guest appears on Zoom and then he talks and I don't receive the sound. So it doesn't go into the stream. I don't know how is that possible. If anyone knows how to solve it, please help me. Otherwise, in any case, we'll check with the guys and they will help me, I guess, on this technical issue. Probably going to have the haircuts, shave, be in good mood, and change something a bit. Already a bit fed up with the beard. Time to change it. Thank you so much, guys, for nice words. This position, actually, I don't think Pragg has many chances to beat Carlsen, because typical type of position that Carlsen is able to defend and get out from without casualties. And I think that this one he will balance in some way. I don't think Pragg has the chance to beat him here, but actually his moves are not hard. Rook b1, bishop takes d6, all this slight pressure with slight pressure. If you were a soup, what kind of soup would you be? Tomato soup, maybe goulash or something. Dushpera maybe. I don't know if you know such soup. I cannot imagine myself being a soup, honestly, but if we're in the fantasy world. Yes, bishop takes d6. I'm actually not so sure. Maybe the idea was to play c takes d6, no? Because if queen takes d6, then rook a b1 and white is pressuring. And d5 is hanging, so he played c takes d6. No match so for Carlsen. I think he calculated all this already before playing rook b8. And generally he knew what he will be doing after bishop takes d6. So now it's up to Pragg to decide how can he apply pressure in black's position. Rook b1 comes to mind immediately to any strong chess player. This is the first consideration, of course, here. Carlsen is having 44 minutes as black, and Praggnanandhaa has 47 minutes. So the time is almost even, and after this, so it probably totally even will be, which means that Praggnanandhaa is not anymore up on time, and position, he's slightly up on the position. So he has his chances, but he should apply pressure correctly. How to do so? Rook fb1 comes to mind first, rook a b1 also. So I think it's one of these moves. Hard to beat Carlsen in precisely this type of position where there's not much to lose as black. I mean, all the squares more or less are stable. d65 controlling each other, bishop h3 is in the air. Not too many weaknesses, only one b7 that might not be enough to squeeze. Yeah, I like watching classical chess in any case. Yeah, why not? Classical chess is still exciting, especially this 130 is quite fun. Also, 2 hours for 40 moves is quite fun as well. Guys, can you bring 60 or 70,000 from the stream of Chess24 to our stream? Is it possible? What is the way? To spam completely the chat there? To spam with sharing links on Twitter and mentioning the stream? Or at least with subscribing to the channel and pressing likes will be enough. We need a spam team to go to the Chess24 stream and chess.com stream and just always bring people here, you know, like special advertisement. Guys, once again, not on Sagaras, because I'm having my own stream, and on my own stream I don't have guests because I have to solve the technical issue of OBS where the desktop audio is not coming right into the stream, the desktop audio for the guest. So this I will try to solve with some technical guy, and then the guest will be there. Don Tavori. I don't have any plans to broadcast in Turkish Leopold. I will be 90% or something, or maybe 99 trying to do everything in English. I don't use any other language that I know that are close to my heart, but I don't use them because English is an international language, much easier for everybody to understand. So I get in any case more audience and more understanding from different parts of the world. So I'm not going to change, and the channel is English channel, in English channel, like in English language, and I think it's fine. I also always use it for press conferences, even though I can use other languages, but 99% I use English. So yeah, if queen would take on d6, then the structure is a bit bad because c7 is vulnerable then. e5 is also not protected. And rook fc1, rook ab1, and all the tricks are there. So, danger. Danger for black. But of course, Carlsen is not even really considering it. Maybe he was considering it when he played rook b8, but not anymore, of course. After bishop takes d6, he immediately replied with c takes d6 without any hesitation, consideration, or anything that could be there. So rook ab1. Now I think Carlsen will take on b5 as the pawn, and then just play bishop d7 and bishop c6. I think it was his initial plan that he's opting for. I like Gotham chess. I like all the guys, honestly, I will tell you. Maybe I will not, let's say, watch all of the videos, all of the streams that they do, but I certainly like the guys that are popularizing the game. This is the most important. I think for me, the most important thing for the chess player being professional is popularizing the game. This is very important because, I mean, all the selfish goals of just getting some money and then just sitting on this stack of cash or whatever it's called, or, you know, every 10 minutes checking your bank account, maybe that it grew like a few thousands or however and how much you wish thousands more. Or hundreds or whatever, yeah, or hundreds of thousands or millions and billions. I mean, you have to do something in life. You have to create some interest, create something for the people. What will you create? Just your millions or billions on the account for sake of what exactly? So you have to make some impact, and if you make some impact, then you have to maybe actually, for example, to spend this money for creating something, for creating some, I don't know, events, helping people out, and you know, there are tons of things that you can do with money that really helps this world. So I don't think really for the chess player just winning tournaments, playing in tournaments well, and maintaining their level is vital. They should do something like Nakamura does, because Nakamura, let's say, is popularizing the game. Anish, I think, doing a lot. Vidit also did a lot. Sagar Shah, of course, did a lot. Tanya. All these guys commentating did a lot. Danny Ranch, Chess.com team, Chess24 team, Chessable team. They're combining things. They're gaining money. They're having salaries. They're having probably good bonuses and everything. But they do a lot for the community. This is important. And only sitting and just getting cash for the fact that you're a good player and then just doing nothing with it and not helping the community grow, popularizing your own game that's brought you to this success, and so on. I think it's a bad thing to do. I think I don't criticize those people because everybody lives their life like they wish, but I respect people that do something for others much more than selfish guys. You know, happy to open the safe box and see the cash and enjoy the moment much more. Gurpreet, do you still eat butter chicken and naan? Yes, actually, for one of the streams, for sure I will order. For sure I will order. Now just the setup, yeah, I will have to change a bit the setup on my table. Table is quite huge. It allows me to have a lot of naans, even cheese and garlic naans. We had pretty good Indian food with the guys, with with Raunak, Cheparinov, and Batseashvili from our Punit Balan. The Balan Alaskan Knights, led by Punit Balan, who was the owner of the club, and we went to some great Indian restaurant in Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and we had a great dinner there. Had pretty good food. Maybe Nino was not with us at that time. Maybe. Yeah, she was not eating at the time. She didn't go with us for that dinner, precisely. But we went with the guys, and then we had great naans and everything. Like there's tons of them, and the rice, butter chicken, a lot of stuff, cool stuff. Yes. Um, I don't think, Noseb, that Magnus will participate in the candidates. I don't even think why we should really discuss it if he said that he will not play there. What for? AB. AB because it was blacksmith. A takes B5. And queen B5, yeah. And bishop D7. Fast and furious. Satyam Jha, do you exercise regularly? I used to, and now we'll be back after I had some health issues. Now better. Starting to exercise, walk more, do more. Yeah, coming back. Siddhant, do you have any chat moderator? No, I think I have some moderators there, but not important now. Not too many people here. And once it grows again with the guests coming and all this, yeah, we'll have some mods, of course. But I have some mods. I think that they're all busy now with their own life. My mods are happy people and living and having a happy life. Thank you, Himalayan. Thank you. He thought it's a big, awesome life. Leopold, what went through your mind after you beat Kasparov in Linus? Yeah, I was amazed. I was shocked. I was happy. The most pleasant thing for me was to see my parents being happy a lot and proud of me, of my countrymen, and the entire nation. So it was a huge news in Azerbaijan, and it was really uplifting, of course. Amazing to play the player who was born in Baku, who became a champion living in Baku. Then just the fact that you have studied all his games while he was young and just growing up, and then you see this player in his prime, 28, 50 something he was at the time, world number one by far, and then you beat this player. And I was on the verge of beating him in Russia versus rest of the world, that we played the match between our teams, and the world team won, but I was so close to winning against him. I had a pretty huge advantage in that game, and and he escaped miraculously in the endgame, also in the French defense, and then that French defense that worked out against him in Linares was just crazily pleasant. Queen b4, yeah, queen b4 maybe, but then after queen b4 I guess just bishop c6, and this one is coming, perfecting the structure there, like getting it back to the normal shape, protecting this guy. Queen 7, d5 coming, or d5 immediately coming. Black is just fine. Fine. Subscribe, guys, to the channel. Come on, I see it all. You're not doing a good job. Please. 60,449 viewers. Can we do it 60,500? I know what was the maximum on the channel. Can someone mention? Is there a record like that you can see? How many subscribers did you have? Some record? I think my maximum was 60,500 something. Now it's 60,450. Yeah, we're actually very close. So please subscribe, bring your friends and family, and subscribe together. Family subscription on Raja's channel. I will, guys, I will calmly coming back into streaming. I'm coming back. Chess as a career, simulation master. If I wouldn't do, I would do some IT stuff, I guess. Mathematical, something would work in security services somewhere, with special, hacker style, in black sunglasses, t-shirt, and laptop, sitting calmly in a corner of some, in the corner of some park, something, doing crazy stuff. Azerbaijan, Michaela Hadley is asking, Timur, in your opinion, how does Azerbaijan's chess culture differentiate from other countries? I mean, it's amazing culture that we have. We had a lot of great players coming from Azerbaijan, and of course our generation did quite well. Yeah, we had a great team. We still have a great team, and with Shahryar and Bugar together, we were having one of the best teams in the world, and that was a pleasant moment to have, of course, throughout my career, throughout their careers, and I think we did our fans happy, country happy, all these people that supported us, and we made a great achievements for the national team, and I hope we still have chances to do more. Yeah. Yes. Carlsen-Pragg, bishop c6, just not thinking, like 1.5 minutes or something spent on the last moves. Now he's up on 5 minutes up on the clock. Just don't care style, goes ahead. He's not afraid of the pawn a because he's taking the control of the center. He calculated calmly what is happening with the a pawn if it marches, and he thinks that d5 and bringing the king to d6 compensates for the a pawn march. And let's see. Thanksgiving, Roger, how often do you play chess now compared to other top players? Hikaru plays a lot of online chess, Giri not so much, I guess. Well, I think I have to be back playing more, and that would be the goal for me for the next years, both online and offline. Jay Sangaraja, both, who you think should win Pragg versus Mag? Pragg versus Mag, wow. Mag, normally, especially with this type of motivation that he has. He never won the World Cup. Now takes and winning pawn doesn't work. Preet Saripadia because of bishop c6, b takes c6, queen takes c6, and the rook from b8 goes to c8, attacking the c3 knight and winning it, by the way. Leopold, have you read the book Chess by Stefan Zweig? Of course I did. I may seem a villain, but quite educated, kind of intelligent, partly witty, I would say, or kind of. Sometimes stupid, as everyone else. Can be dumb from time to time, but that's normal. That's normal. Ups and downs, yeah? But generally I know quite some stuff. Somehow, because I like to read about different things, like I try to be having some knowledge of the trends and all this, to be able to talk to the youngsters, also not to have this gap. It's like I'm 36. If I talk to someone who's 12 years old, more or less I know even all the names of cartoons, something about these cartoons, like some things they do, some things that are trendy, some chats, some groups, some messengers, some social networks and stuff. So I'm following the trends, trying to follow the trends, not to be far from the youngsters, and to be able to have some conversations with the younger generation, and not get this huge gap that is totally not possible to fill later on. So Pragg goes for queen d8, rook fd8, bishop takes c6, Bitario takes c6 here, and position looks good for black in terms of equalizing. Yeah, 60,452 subscribers. Very cool. Yeah, the position is looking cool for black because king is coming to e7, then d5, king d6 is a good support for the center. And if black is not, if white is not careful, can sometimes even backfire. So now they have to decide either they take on b8 and play rook b1 and try to totally equalize and make a draw. I think which would be a very viable and normal option for white. Yeah, I think now he has to think a bit of you know, just playing for equality here. There's not much chance left for white to pressurize black. Yes, if everything gets exchanged, white will have the outside passer, but the thing is that the king comes to d6, d5, knight d7, totally neutralizing the threat of a pawn moving somewhere. And the king from c5 can come to b4, b5, b6, controlling that pawn. So there is a chance that you can lose that pawn without doing something significant on the king's flank, because there are too many pawns now, 6 pawns for black and 6 for white, but 5 on the king's flank. And the one is on A, and white can actually easily lose it as well. So he has to be a bit careful, Praggnanandhaa, if he tries to really overpush or overextend here. That's why he's taking his time now, and will probably play something like neutral, not to get worse position at some point. Because, for example, if we see this, like rook b8, rookos b1os, which looks to be really just normal. Of course, black can also go rook a8, but then rook b6 or something. So maybe rook b1 is also possible, knight b1, king f8. That's what Pragg will be opting for, maybe. Like this, something like that, and knight d2. So having this a1 there, a1, like a pawn there, so maybe. White is having slight advantage. We're playing quite fast, Nijat. It's very interesting. Plays so fast. Okay, let's go back to this one. Yeah, now he really has to decide what he's doing, and what he's playing for also is important, because if he's playing for a win, he has to consider some endgames, knight endgames with the a passer, but he has to understand what he's doing against the black center, because for example d5, he will have probably to go knight d2, e4, and then try to play for some e5 or f7 weaknesses, bringing the knight to f3, trying to take on e5. But on the other hand, he has to be careful not to lose just an a pawn and play pawn down on endgame with the knights. As we know, with the knights, the endgames are, you know, with chances. Yeah, if you have a pawn up, especially more pawns are there, more chances are there. So now it's a bit tricky for like actually both players. Carlsen seem to be quite confident about his position. He wants just to play king f8, king e7, d5, and king to d6. More or less, this is the plan for the next 3-4 moves. Plan is easy, time he has, and I think white should just think of neutralizing if they don't see any way to press. So it's either rook takes b8, rook takes b8, rook b1, which is completely changing the structure of the game in terms of just completely diminishing the amount of pieces on the board, but at the same time just pretending that the a passer can be a very, very serious threat in the endgame. Well, let's see what Praggnanandhaa makes out of this position in terms of decision making is important. I want to see what he's doing here. I would guess that rook b8, rook b1 is in his considerations now, because playing the same position with the rooks when black goes d5, rook a8, and king to f8 and to e7 and d6 might somehow also backfire for white. Guys, meanwhile, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. As I said, the goal is 60,000 or 61,000 maybe, as soon as possible, hopefully before the end of World Cup even, because we lost a lot in last days, even though the connection was not stable and the stream was not stable. But still, thank you so much guys for helping out, because it's also some kind of help when you subscribe. Makes yeah, it makes me happier actually. That's pleasant when you subscribe, as it means that there is a lot of interest and that it's growing and that we're on the right path. So king g2, and immediately Carlsen decides to go rook a8, just without any thinking actually. Very fast move, because rook a3 d5 is what he really wants to do next. And yeah, so I genuinely like black's position from the practical point of view, because rook a6 or rook a3 was d5 d4 coming and king to e7, fairly drawish. Practically kind of potential slight pull by black if white is not careful. Basil Pinto from new subscriber from Go India. How was your personal experience with the tournament? It was very great tournament, very well organized, good hotel, very convenient to go to the hall and from there and everything. It was good. If Carlsen will not participate in the candidates tournament, isn't it unfair to play like Gukshin and Kemmer that he eliminated in the world? Of course unfair. Of course, always was telling this. Those who have already qualified generally should not play the cup, yeah, or the qualifying event where they can really influence the outcome. In classical games, depends which games. For example, for the candidates, I think it's 2 hours for 40 moves, and for the match as well. For this tournament, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes for the first 40 moves, and then 30 minutes plus 30 seconds for the rest of the game. As simple as that. The Nuke, first time watching your channel and glad I found this. You are one of my favorite grandmas. Thank you so much, The Nuke. Thank you so much. Very pleasant to hear that. Kishore Rajabov in India, we call you Raja, means king. I love your self-playing. Thank you so much, Kishore. Himalayan Yogi, always glad to subscribe you 2 times and many more with your Magjaya personnel. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, let's see what is it like. Okay, rook b6. I think he tries to equalize it, I guess. Because rook b6, it's clear that black can even go 95. Maybe Carlsen will go 95. Maybe. But he's, you know, in a playing mode here. Usually he just can go also rook c8 somehow, I feel. Yeah, he can go rook c8 here as well. And knight d5 is a direct draw. Yeah, let me read the chat. Thank you for astronaut that catches your attention. Should we escort the pawn using the rook in the a file? Not easy, yeah? Rook a3, rook a8 is there. Now I think either rook dc8 if he really wants to play for win this position, or if he considers it too much and stupid to play it, then he will play knight d5. But certainly Carlsen sees that with knight d5 he can make a draw directly. So let's see the decision. Lucky Sentoso, meanwhile, critical position in the FIDE Nijet FIDE game is the best move easy to find. f5, no, not so easy at all. Yeah, I mean, has to understand that this is good for him. But let me see if we're talking about the same position. Ah, he played queen before. But queen before just loses in one move, no? Just knight e4 and just winning completely. Yeah, so it's knight e4 and just completely winning for white. Yeah, I think just knight e4 now, just +5 actually comp shows, so it's a big blunder by Caruana there. Well, of course, the most impressive was I think, Abasov's result, yeah, and he's cracking these top players like a nuts, which is very impressive and very unexpected, of course. And the way he played throughout the event, very stable, and just was beating everyone and all the top players. He's playing now at the level of 2750 to 28, right, in this tournament. And this is the most impressive thing because, I mean, I think it's a big result that he has in his career. He didn't have such an outstanding results ever, I think, at all. So this is really outstanding and amazing. So that's the result that is the most amazing in this tournament for sure, for sure. Also look today, like he just dismantles Caruana like an amateur. So rook dc8 means that Carlsen wants to play a bit. Thank you, Chess Secret. Thank you very much. Pleasure. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Yeah, Rufat Faraja, there's nothing to look at the Abasov Caruana game. I think he's just winning completely and easily. So I already looked at it like a few moments ago. I think it's very clear. So rook dc8 just means Carlsen wants to play a bit more this game. He wants to push d5, then play d4, trying to take on a4 later on. The position is balanced still. White can go rook c1 and go for knight e4. And yeah, I think it's still a draw, but just needs some precision probably from Pragg now, especially considering this time situation and yesterday's play in that match of him against Caruana. The bar is not needed, it's equality, zeros on the screen, and there is nothing much to add to it. Certainly, just the structure doesn't allow white to do more, and doesn't allow black also to do much. The only thing is to play d5, d4, but still it should be a draw, pretty easy. For other chess players, calculate the outcomes in real life decisions. Well, depends. It's not so easy. Well, guys, so happy that the connection today is very stable. It's so pleasant. It means that I have to just solve the technical issue of calling the guest. We'll do maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow, and we'll be able probably to to call the guests, which is great. Yeah, so this position rook c8, the idea is to go d5, d4. Yeah, I was answering messages. Yeah, I do sometimes because people are writing me because the stream goes for some time, right? So it's already almost 3 hours of the streaming. Started 1:30, now it's 4:20. Prague going to win this? No, no way, I think. Rufat Farajov, yes, he's crashing Caruana in like 25 or something moves. Oh, pretty amazing, yeah. Pretty amazing. Yep. C1 played. Yeah, just wants to make a draw. Finally. Yeah, sorry guys, I need to just answer some messages. People are asking me some questions. I imagine I'm commentating in some other streams. Roger texting to Magnus. Imagine. Okay, Rook C2 played. Just draw. He wants nothing special. Yeah, but guys, imagine I have friends who's messaging me. They also want to know what's happening in the World Cup, who's playing like what, just my thoughts and all this. And yeah, it's ongoing World Cup. Many people, of course, the family and many people from Baku messaging me. Many different days. Wow, Caruana resigned, yeah? Let me see. Wow, pretty amazing, yeah? How many moves is it? Let's see. Wow, 26 moves, yeah? Just dismantled Caruana completely. Just destroyed the guy. Destroyed the semi-finalist Caruana in 26 moves in Catalan, out of which 14 were just the Syria, yeah? Or 15, like 10 moves, yeah, after. Amazing. Okay, let's see the final till the very end, because the game is going on. Yeah, what was it? D5, yeah, D5 Rook C2, D5 Rook C2. Yeah. Now I mean like D4 somewhere, 94 Rook C6 and something. Draw on the table. Knight D7 possible. Rook B7, Knight C5, Rook B6, King F8, maybe something like this. Carlsen-Pragg style. Well, Fabi played quite well, no, until today's game, and I think he played very strong against Prague as well. Yeah, today got somehow just dismantled in 26 moves, out of which 14 or 15 was the theory. Knight D7 played. Yeah, he's trying to squeeze. He's trying to squeeze and play till the very end. Yeah, I'm waiting for something exciting in this game. Yeah, I just want to see if somebody just really makes some progress. But I think that progress is good enough to stop this danger. Yeah. Rook b1. You know, king f8, all this. You know, rook b1. A bit passive, but it's hard to lose it still. Yeah, king f8. Okay, king f8, rook to a5. He can squeeze it. Carlsen's playing this kind of stuff usually. Yeah. No, Magnus will not resign. He has 33 minutes, and Pragnananda has 19, and Carlsen likes to squeeze in games. So generally what he wants is probably to move the rook to c1, but then rook a5 may come. So normally in the end games you move the king towards the center, so king f8 is the first move that Carlsen will be looking for here for sure. And king f8, and after rook c1 he would think of rook a5, I guess. Is he really going for a draw? Is he really going for a draw here? King f8 would give some slight pressure. Rook c1, rook a5, let's say, something. This is looking too drawish. John Mijay Panda, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi Regis, so good to see you. Can't you tell me how did you prepare Abasov? He's crushing super GM like Anish did now Fabi. John Mijay Panda, I don't know why do you think I have prepared Abasov somehow. I don't know where this talks comes from. What is it like? I don't know, why do you think so? I didn't prepare Abasov, so I don't really know why these rumors are coming from. He's working on his own with many other GMs. We worked at some point, but specifically for the World Cup, didn't prepare him at all. So I have no idea. Rook bc1. Oh, my favorite female player, Iceberg, is Judith Polgar, of course, and Ho Yifan, pretty obvious. And if you take from the historical point of view at the moment, if you take from now on, and of course since the candidates and since the match and everything, like all together. If you take it, of course, it's Lei Qinjie from China, and yeah, I've put much soul beside the energy to that work, of course, with her, and of course, we'll be very happy to see her as a world champion. Roshan, do you see Abasov climbing up in the rankings? Is he next big thing in Azerbaijan chess? Well, yeah, I mean, it's like the way he plays now, I think it's outstanding completely. Like, it's unbelievable level of chess. So, with this one, I think he gets to 2800 within months, I think. So, it's not hard if he plays like this the next events and everything, so he will be 2800 or something. So clearly he's dominating the field and showing the outstanding performance, and yeah, at the age of 28 is quite impressive, of course. So it should be a lot of effort and a lot of work beside the psychological factors that are playing a role, the confidence that he gained with the wins and everything. So it looks pretty amazing, outstanding, and very great at the moment. So he will have to tell us the secrets of such a great play and preparation. So this is interesting. He's my teammate, by the way, of course you know it, in the team of Azerbaijan. And of course, team with the player that plays such a level, like Nijat is showing now, is becoming extremely strong and dangerous for any opponents. So, I mean, it's clear. I think you understand it yourself, yeah. Rook BC1, Rook A5. Yeah, Mubarak Najafov is saying, I think Abbas are going to 27, 50 plus easily. Yeah, with this play, yeah, 28 even easily. Yeah, chess security. Yeah, share your World Cup winning experience. Hard, very hard, very very hard. Knight B1, 96. Yeah, he will draw it somehow. I don't know. I believe in Pragg's ability to just withstand the pressure here from Carlsen. We'll take on C6, take on C6, play Knight C3, Rook C2, Knight D5, Rook E2, and just draw somewhere. Draw. No, I will not play title Tuesday today. No. I will play in Tata Steel India. I hope so, and we'll be happy to see Indian fans, Indian chess community, and just travel to India. I want to be there. Yeah, I want to come. I have a lot of Indian fans, you know it. My fan base of Indian supporters is huge, huge, huge. And out of the 60,000, I guess I have a lot of Indians. So guys, please subscribe to the channel, like the stream. Let's make it maybe 700 likes today. And I would be very happy to have 61K maybe this or next month. We'll try to stream more, also do more, also maybe just also get back the academy working online with Chuchilov sessions for the strategic balance, maybe Natav's course on the King's Indian or the best games on the King's Indian course stuff, and we'll be very happy to do so. I am very happy that streaming is back, and also very extremely happy that the connection is good and I'm able to stream for how many hours I wish without any problems. Yeah, 676 likes, concurrent viewers 75, on the other one showing 84, 160, 70 we had today. I had from time to time 4 and 5,000 when we had guests and everyone Indian, Indian streams. But anyway, I'm enjoying and will be streaming. Doesn't matter how many viewers there is. If there are 5, I will be streaming with 5. If there are hundreds, I will be streaming with hundreds, thousands, just fine. I'll be growing in a different way. I see a lot of great people following. I see a lot of guys, you know, out of this, whatever, 100, 200 people watching from time to time. I have so many great people and personalities that I meet and that are messaging me. A lot of cool people I've met, so very happy. Yes. Oh, knight d2. They both don't want to draw? What they do? Knight d2 he played, and rook c a8. Just playing this for a draw, I think now. Knight f3 possible. Rook c6, rook a2, yeah? Also possible. Knight f3, e4, d, knight g1, nothing really bad for white, should be fine. Yeah, this should be a draw simply. Yeah, knight f3, e4, d takes will be played, d takes, and knight d4, whatever. Yeah, I think it's a draw. Not obvious as yet, but will be soon. No, I mean Prague is Prague. Yeah, it's not. I mean, he knows stuff. He knows stuff. He's quite good. He has quite good understanding. He's not the one that loses this position easily. Yeah, the position is just drawish. You know? It's like he will find it. He just needs to calculate it. Okay, for the finals, it's enough. This just to maintain the level. Yeah, here, just I don't know, take 91, 92, whatever. He will find. He will find. Pragito will find the way to escape. Will take some time. He has 10 minutes for 10 moves. Especially that he calculated already one more. That's draw is coming. Let me see the video of the guys. Guys, spam the chess24 channel and just bring the people here. Yay. Let's see how many. Okay. Oh, 60,470, approaching the records. $110,000 viewers. Wow. On the chess24. Yeah, it's a draw here, guys. Draw. Let's just do 700 likes and let's go to relax. Drawito. Knight d4, I guess he will play or something. Yeah. Takes. Knight d2, 3, knight c4. Okay, 2, knight d3, and knight d4. Making it a draw. Okay, rook c4. I think it will be a draw very, very fast. And guys, let's do 700 likes. Thank you so much for being with me today. Was not a super exciting day of chess, I have to be fair. And we all hope, of course, for the tie-break between them. But probably Carlsen will try to play tomorrow. We will see how it turns out and what will be the plan of the ex-world champion and the world number one for tomorrow's important game, where he can lose everything, but he can also win everything with just one game to go for the classical portion of the entire World Cup for both players, for Carlsen and Pragg. In one like we hit 700, so somebody press it. Until the draw is agreed in a game of Carlsen against Pragg. Thank you guys, thank you. Thank you, Zito. Rook takes a2. Rook takes a2. Yeah guys, okay, it's a draw in this game, and we will have to witness the game tomorrow, hopefully. I'm not sure yet if I will be able to stream tomorrow, but let's see. And if I do not announce it tomorrow morning, it means that I will not be streaming, or maybe I can join later on. So thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure watching the games with you. Today it was not super exciting day of chess, unless of course for Nijat, and for Fabi it was like for Nijat a happy day, for Fabi just disaster. And I wish you a good evening, or any part of the day to be good for you wherever you are in the world, and just going to relax a bit tonight and enjoy some spare time. Was happy that the connection didn't fail me, and was happy to have you on the stream. Thank you for questions, thank you for coming, thank you for watching and subscribing, liking the stream. Please comment and send any suggestions that you have to the email as well, if you have any. Bye bye, and hopefully see you very soon for the streams. Thank you very much, guys.